Hello, everyone. Welcome to Utopian Reflections. My name is Tristan, and this particular video is about what it's like to try to fill a void with a person and the consequences, the effects, and like how to not depend on other people to feel complete, to feel whole. So, in many instances, all that we want is connection. We want connection with people, with money, with places, with things that light us up, things that give us fulfillment, things that give us contentment. However, we enter a codependent relationship with these things, thinking that these things will fulfill us, these things will give us the happiness that we are seeking outside. And oftentimes, as we yearn for these things, as we connect with these things, as we connect with people, we then come about a reflection that showcase a sense of incompleteness, a sense of a void, a hole that hasn't been filled up because we're setting expectations outside. And we're coming at these things from a place of lack, of like, well, I need something to fulfill me. I need something to give me happiness instead of trying to cultivate the happiness within, which sounds extremely cliche. But allow me to give an example using myself. So, I always been someone who has no problem being alone. It's perfectly fine for me to be alone for very long periods of time, for months on end, without really dealing with a lot of my personal relationships. However, I was in a place where I yearned for connection, I yearned to be loved, I yearned some sort of cushion in the form of a person. And many of my relationships, while they provided that at first, there was always a type of friction that came about. There was always a type of dissatisfaction or more so disharmony within these paradigms, within these dynamics. And at a certain point, I realized that I was curating this addiction of looking for connection and happiness through another person. And it did not heal that void. In fact, it was a form of escapism from myself, realizing that no, I have to fully cement in myself who I am all the time. So, this void experience, this hole that you're trying to fill out, is literally an opportunity for you to realize, who am I? It is an opportunity for you to be authentic at the moment, to be honest with yourself, to see what is the missing piece. Because you don't want to be in a codependent relationship. You want to be in an interdependent relationship, a dynamic where two completely whole individuals that can sustain themselves come together and collaborate and build. And you can see every aspect of your life in this particular dynamic, whether it's with money, whether it's with another person, whether it's like finding a dream location, your dream life. Those things can also be interdependent, and essentially they are because it's all stemming from you. There's a reason why you often see cliche things of like, be whole first and then everything else will come about. Know yourself to be complete first so everything can come about. And generally, you have to cultivate a sense of self-awareness, a sense of presence in the moment, every moment, so that you get a handle, so that you can train yourself to know, I'm already complete, I'm already whole. This is not so much taking on an identity, but knowing yourself to already be that thing. Because the more that you constantly say, well, I want that person, or I want that thing, or I want to live in this place, or I want that house, you're only demonstrating that void, that lack of, and you're only perpetuating that in your focus instead of saying, well, right here, right now, I'm completely whole in this moment. What does it take for me to get to the next step? For me to know that I'm going to be complete without any lack every moment, stepping up to that dream, letting that dream be attracted to me, letting that person be attracted to me. And the more that you do this, you become magnetic. You become automatically attracted or attractive to the things, places, people that you're interested in. So when you realize that there's a void that you've been trying to fill, a hole, an emptiness that you've been trying to fill, but using things outside of you as a vehicle to fill it, ask yourself why. And let those things come into awareness. Be aware of that. Confront those things. And then choose, I'm not empty. I was never empty. I'm never lacking. Because everything that you want wants you. There's a reason why you want it. Because you believe that you can have it. And in order to have the things that you want, you have to be completely aligned with yourself. So you have to know who you are 100% of the time and constantly choose yourself 100% of the time. Whether it's having conversations that seem difficult, but it requires your full honesty, whether it requires you to make decisions that are really for the benefit of your highest good. It matters not what the circumstances look like. What matters is, how am I operating? Who am I operating as? The person that thinks that he or she or they need something to be whole, or the person that knows that I am whole now and I'm only choosing things that will sustain that, things that will continue to propel me in that direction, things that I know will keep me secure in my knowing of who I am 120% of the time. And that makes a huge difference. And our relationships are a great mirror to showcase how we've been codependent, but it requires your full honesty. And give yourself grace where grace is needed. These things can be difficult at first, but when you confront your full abilities, your flaws, and you realize what each relationship was building to teach you about yourself, now you're just going next level, and that is where you belong. So this is always an opportunity to further in your authentic nature, to further in a life of flow, a life of fulfillment, a life of alignment, because you do not need things outside of you to feel validated, to feel fulfilled. You allow yourself to feel fulfilled. And sometimes it takes a simple mindset shift for you to perceive situations and circumstances differently. Sometimes you just learn to really embrace the moment that you're in. Whether you're going for a stroll, a walk, whether you're looking at the sea, whether you're hanging out with friends or family, there's infinite amount of options for you to go and really enjoy and immerse yourself in life, for you to choose yourself each and every waking moment. Your life is yours to dictate. Your life is yours to navigate. And the more that you take ownership of that, you won't give away your focus and attention and your power to things outside of you. You'll just naturally attract those things by following your joy, your passions, the things that make you curious, the things that brings excitement to you. And it doesn't matter how small or subtle those things are. Everything is connected. So the more that you fuel yourself with your excitement, with your joy, with your passions, the more things that will come in your orbit that will pretty much reflect those things. Life is a mirror, and it's up to you to clean it, to see it clearly, to recognize it, to mend it, to design it. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you again for watching. If this video helped you, please give a like, subscribe, comment. If you're interested, I do have a free guide on presence. This will definitely help you become more accustomed to meditating, more accustomed to self-awareness practices, and this will surely help you realize in what ways you've been yearning for things out of lack instead of out of excitement or fulfillment. So thank you again for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.